Indeed. Well, last time on the Dynamics of Good and Evil, Bundle, the Stalker Tabaxi, Feliana, the Mephisto Bard, Ranya, the halfling druid, and Dashegen, the barbarous dragonborn, had arrived at the gates of Redport, only to lose one of their fellow party members, Talik, the Wabbit paladin, having decided on his own it would be best if he moved on his own way for the rest of their consecutive journeys, as he needed to sort out some things. Upon arriving, they were given a brief tour by a rather shady halfling who scalped them of quite a few coin, as they give him a brief tour of the landscape. And upon finishing the tour, the Dynamics decided to plant new ground, literally, by unleashing their instant fortress inside of the well, less than it's not quite the homeless district, but it's the gateway district, where there's really a whole lot of just tents, short-term people just hanging around. And they made their way over to the Roasted Boot, the local tavern, to search out rumors and some good food, where they met up with a few military types who informed them about a botched endeavor to the southwest towards the Deserto. And meanwhile, Feliana, the bard, got thoroughly plastered. And after the group retired to the... Did you guys check out the fortune teller before or after you went back to sleep?
So it would have been after we went to sleep.
Alright, so the next morning, after Bundle snuck a peek of some bounty hunters, leading with a curious quarry of a bound and chained vampire into the proper city district, the party approached the local fortune teller for advice, only for the fortune teller to quickly and very panicked shut down her operation for the day and close up shop, which led the party to snoop around for a few minutes, but finally they decided, might as well get our paperwork taken care of, because since they are new to town, they have to get their passports and guide passes approved by the bobbies, the local police and guard patrol. And as they made their way to the Bobby Station, that is where we are going to continue. As you guys enter the Bobby Station with its okay-looking wheat-colored pillars and... Oh, no, wait. The red pillars.
This is the day after the fortune teller incident as well, right?
I think this is the same day.
No.
Yeah, this is...
I could have sworn that we went to
Okay, so you guys
for
checked it out the previous night.
We checked out the fortune teller the previous night, went to bed, and then decided to go to the...
Oh, yeah. I hear that.
I do apologize. I was wrong.
It's okay.
Yeah, because I remembered that our plan was get our paper sorted out, then try to see what the hell was up with that fortune teller.
Then
Alright.
fucking book it.
So, Fel, you're still nursing like half a hangover. It's like bright lights are really the biggest problem. Sounds okay because you're a bard. You've attuned your ears to various ridiculous sonic attacks, but your eyes are still a little bit sensitive to the morning light as you enter the red-pillared entryway of the Bobby Station for the guard post. And Bundle, you are leading.
Alright, so I've already done the whole climbed up and saw what was going on. And I'm just going to casually say, they brought an interesting guy in early this morning.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Rubbing her temples. And
How interesting, like...
Oh, you know, the bound and gagged and muffled.
Huh.
raises a brow. That's serious.
Ranya looks up like...
Well, considering the group that brought him in looked like a bunch of vampire hunters, I'd say so.
Wait, vampire hunters?
Wait, vampire hunters?
Yeah, now they'll find out. I'm so interested.
Does Dashegen know what a vampire is?
Does Ranya know what a vampire is?
I'll say Dash and Ryan. Yeah, you've guys have heard like legends and like myths about supposedly non-living creatures that stole away the life force of various living types. Preying specifically on humanoids to the legends you know, Dash. Meanwhile, Ranya, you know that occasionally some livestock goes missing and sometimes farmers blame, oh, those damn vampires.
Do I know what they are, though? Because as far as...
Not really, you just know from secondhand story.
Ranya blinks like, are vampires chupacabra?
Are chupacabra a thing in this world?
I don't see why it wouldn't be.
No, they can't be, because that's the Mexican goat eater. Unless there's a Mexico in this world.
I mean, you guys are technically close to the equator. The closer you get to the desert, or the closer you get to the equator.
You're not helping us.
But anyway, yeah, you guys are led inside.
Wait, do I know anything about... Alright.
You know about vampires. I'd say all of you know the basics about vampires, but only Bundle and maybe Fel would know a little bit more than the typical party member.
What do I know?
Let's go with the basics of vampirism.
Ah, yes.
Like, they don't like sunlight, they typically make spawn.
Alright, stakes to the heart kill them, but then again, that would kill anyone.
Yeah. Running water and sunlight are big turnoffs for them.
Yeah, that too. Too bad. Oh well.
At the mention of bright light, the mention of thing about bright light, your head twinges a little bit, Fel.
Ow. She just like lightly rubs her temple, just ow.
Yeah, you good?
I'm good. Still a bad hangover.
Hey, Feliana, check out what I can do with precipitation. Starts to make sparkles in me.
Bitch! Out of character, bitch!
Dashegen goes to slap Ranya upside the back of the head.
You don't know that she's. You don't know that she's. Well,
She literally just said hangover.
How hard of an insight would that be, honestly?
What's your passive? What's your passive wisdom?
My wisdom score.
Passive perception.
My passive perception's 30.
You see, she kind of shudders at the sparks.
So
That's,
yeah,
that's
as I said,
very, very cool, Ranya. But do you mind not doing that right now?
Okay.
Thank you.
As you're being led along by the guard, he leads you to inside a hallway, just inside to the left, and down a short stairwell to a white desk at which is sitting a young tanned woman with pointed ears, with dark brunette hair, with a single blonde ringlet over her left ear, with these glasses literally as thick as your thumb. Like, these lenses are hovering over her face, and they are as thick at least as your thumbnail.
That sounds very heavy.
And she's just going about at quills and books, moving basically on a rotary bar stool, moving from like pocket to pocket on her desk that stretches across for about 15 feet across the middle of this room. It's just moving from like pocket and shelf and cabinet. The guard knocks the desk with his cudgel. Doom, doom. Hey Bella, got you some port passes. She looks up and you just see the magnified pupils. You don't even see the eye color. You just see the giant black pupils through these lenses as she just zooms around on this rotary bar stool and lands right in the front center where the guard is like, thank you. Thank you, Matthias. Hello. And how can I help you today? Potential citizenry. Gives a brief smile. Her teeth are slightly pointed. At least the only teeth you can really see in this torchlight are like her canines, really.
Okay.
Alright.
Does she look human?
Oh yeah, she looks like a very tanned humanoid with slightly pointed ears. So your gut tells you
Maybe
this
an elf?
is maybe a half elf.
Okay.
Maybe a health.
It would be a roll to kind of discern what that is.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm curious. What would that be?
Intelligence check.
Okay.
First rule of the night.
Could that be nature?
No, intelligence.
Okay.
May roll as well.
I don't think nature was gonna help with that.
Nah. I have no idea what she is.
By God, it's
Mind
another
if
Fae.
Mind if I roll? Or is
Sure.
it okay or no? Alright, thank you. Intelligence check. Here we go! 18.
Yeah, you recognize this woman who you heard the name of was Bella
Bella.
as a wood elf.
Oh. Huh. Let me write that down right here.
She has like darkened cinnamon type skin tone, and a slightly upturned nose that holds these massive they're not even really that big, the spectacles, they're just thick. So it's literally a lens about the dimensions of a thumb standing in front of her eyes.
Disturbing.
Alright.
Well, like a
so I
cylinder
overheard-
type.
Huh.
I hope she doesn't look directly into the sun at any point.
Or, I mean, maybe she
I
can
believe
do
we. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It was nothing.
Yeah, Dash looks to Bundle. We're trying to get our passport set up, right?
That's correct. It's either that or you can
Yes, I heard about your case. You were brought in with the morning retinue. Let me see here. If I remember correctly, 2 of you are already checked in practically. You just need a brief update. Including this gorgeous little jungle cat themed one. Oh, it's adorable. She pulls out the junior passport that Bundle had on this person.
Bundle just face palms and like, yeah, that's.
It has like an orange paw print on it that looks vaguely like a sunrise.
Dash again offers Bundle a couple pats on the back, like they're.
Quit it.
They're a tiny kitten.
Meanwhile, she pulls out Fell's indigo flavored passport and says, "Yeah, I just need to follow up on some of this in here, and then we need to follow up on." Looks to the dragonborn and the halfling. You two, I believe. So, anyway, let's get along with this, shall we? So, I will just need you. Let me see. You two are going to take the longest, points to Dash and Ranya, and says, okay, now since you, Mr. Arrows?
Yep, he says as he's pulling his hand away from his face. Bundle of arrows, yes, that's me.
And, Miss Taldarell.
That would be me.
Alright, yes, just, sit on down over there on the process station over there. She points to a little banner that says in the 3 major languages, Common, Elvish, and draconic express / processing.
All right. Bye.
I can read.
I head that
Alright.
way, and if I still had some of that fruit that I had bought from earlier, I'm gonna hand Fel some fruit while we wait.
All
She
right.
takes it.
Yeah, he hands you like a nectarine.
Ooh, a nectarine. Lunch.
Skin and all.
Oh,
so-
I forgot what a nectarine is.
So you guys take a seat. Meanwhile, Bella sits down Dash and Ranya at a pair of desks just behind her, where
Please tell me Dash is too big for the desk he's at.
you're a little bulky, but you're still fitting. As you sit down, a gnome crawls out from under the desk and sits down on top and says, "Hello there! We're gonna get you ready for your first passport. So, just get your quills ready and we'll get ready to get you on the professional and complete citizenry package ready."
Ranya blinks.
I don't have a quill.
Ranya
Or-
reaches into his shirt.
No, there are two quills on the side with a mechanism that pops out ink lead.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay. Otherwise,
Dashegen just kind of awkwardly picks it up in his claws. Can I roll for penmanship?
Yeah, we'll get that in a second. So basically, it just starts a little questionnaire. Okay, what is your designated species? Optional subrace / clan name. And then it continues on with, like, gender designation, if any. Criminal history, if any. And it just keeps going down the basic, like, location, census information. Average income per month. Per annuity, if only informative. And it just keeps going on for roughly 45 minutes. Meanwhile, Bundle and Fel, you're sitting off to the side, just waiting until they're about halfway in, and then a man in a dark navy blazer comes out and presents you with just a small little packet of update information, asking, it has like your previous information. It has any of this changed since then? For example, your name, your criminal history, your recent injury, recent grievous harm, grievous injury, investment portfolio.
Camera slowly pans to.
And who?
Fell because grievous injury.
Sweat drop.
Um,
And yeah, you guys, with Bundle, it only takes about 15 minutes to look over, like, okay, most of this haven't changed, except for, like, the obvious things.
like, you know, I killed a guy. It's all the things.
Yeah.
I never killed a guy. I just nearly got killed.
I can't help but imagine Fell under grievous injuries puts drift blew up point blank in my face. Yes, I survived.
Drift flew up blank in my face. Yes, I survived.
The fantasy equivalent of Clippy pops up next to it. Are you sure that's correct information?
Yes, in all
Yes,
caps.
you motherfucker!
Can you tell me what was the information that I had to put down again?
Like, region of origin, name, gender, if designated,
My gender is
income per annuity,
My gender
per year.
appears to be fluid.
Languages fluent in, schooling and collegiate information, and then responsible contact information. Either references or just ways to keep in touch with you personally. For example, it says, Are you planning to stay are you one of the last things on all of your packets is, are you planning to find residency inside Redport, LLTC?
Dashegen writes down maybe.
No, it's only a yes or no answer.
Oh.
I make another square.
Maybe and makes another checkbox.
Yeah. Dash will just put down yes and write a little question mark next. Because he's unsure if they're going to be setting up an actual home base here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ranya stares at the paper, blinks at it. It looks like he's never encountered paperwork before.
The drow in the blue blazer comes back out, collects the upgrade packets, and disappears back down the hallway. You hear a ching ching tick, 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 as you hear a mechanism being activated around the corner, which you assume is like processing mechanisms, sort of like when you go to the bank and they have those tubes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I know this.
And meanwhile, as soon as Ranya and Dash are done with their paperwork, where they check that final box, the little gnome illusion pops up. It's like, thank you for giving
Your
us...
mic's having a stroke.
Of course.
Yeah, it has been.
Testing.
Yep.
Can you hear this entire sentence I am saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yes.
we can hear this entire sentence you are saying.
Excellent. So, as soon as Ranya and Dash finish their paperwork, the illusory gnome pops back on with his little tricorn hat and says, thank you for giving us reasonable, responsible, and accurate information. Your processing is very important to us. Please stay within the lesser districts until we grant your port pass. Thank you for visiting Redport, and thank you for considering citizenship. Au revoir. And
That was weird.
I'm not entirely sure if Ranya wants to be truthful about what he puts down on the thing.
Well. Oh, really?
well, they're gonna set up.
I'm 7 foot.
They're gonna build expectations based on the information that's in that packet. So, well,
Yep, Dash was as honest as he could be.
I mean, do you? But as far as Bundle is concerned, his information was already there. He's just updating it.
Yeah, same with
and
Phil.
as soon as you are all done, Bella comes from behind her desk and swings around. Says, yes, and now I'll just need you to go over there with what's his name? My name's Luis. Yes, Luis. Go over there and Luis will quick engrave your features for your passport's likeness.
Tiny little
Alright.
kitten bundle.
Bundle and Fel are first in line. Fel, you're the first, so he pops up. He opens your previous passport and takes your previous engraved likeness in there and shows it to you. Would you like to keep this image, or would you like to update it to your current likeness? You look at it; it's like younger teenage you. So I don't know. Were you going through any phases at this point? Were you still in pigtails? Like, is there anything embarrassing in this likeness? Like, oh god, I'm wearing that Smite Vana shirt. Ugh.
She would have had a pixie cut. I'm not lying. She would have had a pixie cut. Bundle!
What? I ain't allowed to laugh.
Yeah, I'd say there was some some small previous, a little bit embarrassing fashion choices.
some kind of mix between extremely goth.
Are
and
we
extremely
talking? Are we talking Final Fantasy X embarrassing fashion choices, or Kingdom Hearts embarrassing fashion choices?
Why are the times you think Square Enix?
She had at least 13 belts.
At least.
Those shoes were a size 35X.
Did you have any piercing? Did you have dyed hair?
No, she didn't have dyed hair.
So he's basically asking, would you like to update this at all?
Yes, I would. Burn the picture.
Roger would like to slide
All
a
right.
hand.
He basically
fix it.
flicks
You
out.
bitch don't know!
He basically takes his finger, makes an outline around the image, and then flicks it out of the passport.
Oh god. Please tell me they don't see it!
And it lands in like a little waste bin across the way.
Can I roll to try and see if I saw the likeness as it?
Past perception, you catch a glimpse of a pixie cut, but then it lands in the wastebasket.
I'm pretty sure I'll just be able to see it. I got a 15.
Yeah, you catch a bit of the embarrassment, like oh ho ho ho. Like damn, girl.
You just hear Bundle chuckle.
At least Bundle's not the only one who's embarrassed by this whole.
Bundle's just gonna shrug. If you see mine, I was 7.
Yeah, you've got like
Teenager, the most regretful
you've
years
got
of my life.
first of all a very embarrassing cowlick. You've also clearly got some gum stashed in your cheek, and outside your cheek as well.
Oh god!
Also has fucking.
You also have a bandage on your ear for some reason.
A bandage on my ear? Okay.
Hmm.
I could probably explain that away.
And
Also
you're-
has braces.
And you're wearing yeah, you're not wearing a shirt per se, but you are wearing like a coat of some sort. It almost looks like an Afghan.
Okay. It makes sense.
And yeah, would you like to upgrade this likeness, sir?
Of course, I was 7 when that was taken.
Looks at it. I guess. Does the outline flick, and he immediately has you two sit down in little support benches in front of a plain like sepia background. And he says, "All right, just stand still." And his two little apprentices, a teenaged human with a long gray ponytail, and a dwarven woman with a bit of an underbite and a silver tooth on one of those underbits. Just sit down at little silvered easels and just start going to town on getting a likeness. And what they have is like they have their easel facing themselves, but as they do it, there's like a little screen hanging off the front of the easel that shows you the progress of what they're doing.
Oh, like
Sort of like
a speed draw.
Yeah, sort of like reverse tracing paper, where it shows the impression but perfectly reversed.
Okay.
Nice.
You start sketching in the little things. Bundle to take into account like your beard fur and your slightly upturned collar, you rebel.
You rebel.
And Fel, it takes into account how your horns have slightly tilted off to the side a little bit. How they're not perfectly parallel, they're just one of them slightly off kilter, and it's like, man. Heck yeah, but they try and make up for that. They take also into account that you didn't notice this before. Half of your right eyebrow is missing.
How did I know?
I mean, mirrors are not as accessible as you would think.
I know. I'm sorry. I felt just like, what? She's just like very confused all of a sudden.
It's a good thing she has bangs to try and cover that up.
Yeah, you think it's just the progress, but after a while, it's like, oh no, he's not returning to it. Oh.
Oh.
I'm guessing I'm like having like blotches of fur where I got acid dumped on me.
That shows like some of the density shows up in some of the, like the shading.
Okay.
But it's not terribly like you're a patchwork Frankenstein creation. It's more just maybe it's just thinning a little bit. It almost looks like they try to shade it and blend it to where it looks like it's just little thin patches here and there. And after about 6 minutes, they finish. They finish and come out front and say, "Aye, how do y'all like what we've done?"
Do you make a comment about the missing eyebrow?
She kind of, when they're done, she kind of lightly puts her hand to her eyebrow.
Yeah, it takes a bit more than you think. It takes a bit more movement than you think until you finally touch that eyebrow. Like, oh.
Huh.
Is there any more of that hair growth formula?
Remember,
No,
I dunked it on a dude.
You dumped it on a dude.
Yeah, you
Poor
Molotoved that poor man with that.
Yeah, I did.
We need to get more, but
Did that ever get solved? You kidding?
No.
See, it's supposed to be imbibed. It's not supposed to be externally applied.
yeah.
Are you sure?
Wait, what if you
Because
what
what
if you
the hell?
drink it?
That's what imbibe means.
It accelerates the the beard potion accelerated the metabolism of hair growth from the inside from the cellular point. Externally, it just causes all sorts of havoc.
That's weird.
And just so of chat, Bundle's not sorry about what he did. It was
No,
a
you're not
fight.
sorry. We know you're not sorry. But the
Yes.
poor man, he was trying to eat a sandwich. No, he can't even.
Just like Franz Ferdinand.
Anyway.
Okay, I'm done.
So they say, "Is our stuff pretty good?"
Yes.
Bundle checks his over. It's just me, although I seem to be thinning in parts. He says as he runs his paw through his slightly less dense fur.
Well, at least you're not missing anything. Looks to bundle a hand on her eyebrow.
The dwarven woman pipes up. Well, it's not like we can actually just take requests on your appearance. We're not exactly making fake IDs here.
I mean, fair enough.
But they're wonderful. They're very great. They're very great depictions. Jesus Christ, I'm bad with words today. That's not good. Shit.
The two apprentices nod and pick up their tracers and take over the images to Luis, who picks them up and fits them under an iron where the image shrinks, and after it's about halfway shrunk, he places it directly onto the passport and then places the iron on there and just irons the image back inside the passport lining.
I was just like, I'm missing this. Shit.
And they hand your updated passports. As he hands yours, Bunny, he's like, "Do you want to keep the external cover, and all that?
Please.
Do you want to keep the junior cover?"
Please.
Oh.
He's basically just added more pages to your junior passport. That's, do you want to keep the exterior the way it is?
What are my other options?
Well, we have standard red port crest. We have a little image of the continent here. We have the face of the. We have the face of the Emperor's past. The bustagram, as we call it, where it's like 6 faces in succession.
Okay.
And yeah, then we've got just basically solid colors from there on. Shows you like blue, purple.
What's the one that Shell had?
You just have a standard light indigo cover
Nice.
with a little map of Tammin in the top right corner.
I like it.
Well, for Bundle, he's gonna go with the continental look. Seems I guess he would. It would look good for an adventure to have a worldly thing on there.
Mm-hmm.
Fits the theme.
He nods, and he takes out a little U wand and taps the edges of the passport, and then peels off the cover, and then takes out a continental cover from a desk, and again slathers it on, and then this iron sparkles come from the bottom, not just steam, but little sparkles as he irons on the cover, and you assume there is something more than just steam that applies this passport stuff.
Okay.
But he irons it on, it wraps tightly like shrunken stuff usually does, and he hands you both your upgraded passports. As by this time, Dash and Ranya are also sitting down and getting their likenesses taken. Ranya,
Dash is probably a pain in the ass to draw because of all of his scars. Because he does have some on the right
he's
side.
actually. You get the idea that yours, the dwarf woman, has actually dealt with a few barbarians before, because she is she does your outline first and then fills in the scars before going in for the more definite features.
Does she notice the artificial throat somehow? And
She
draws...
shades it to where it's a little prominent. Like if you're looking for it, you see it, but it's not like in your face. Like, whoa, look at that!
Like,
Okay.
wow.
Wow.
Yeah, Ranya, as the young man's doing your portrait, you notice how your lips look a little puffy and pronounced more than you think per usual, and you also notice just little imperfections in your skin showing up on there.
Oh god.
And for some reason, he drew a feather up above your ear.
Ranya reaches up and plucks the feather.
Dink! He's like, he looks back, gently uses the other side of the quill to mess with that bit.
Oh, Dick.
Dick, I'm gonna have to start this over.
Oh no, they're fairly quick and responsive. And after about 6 or 7 minutes, they show you their work. Dash, you're like, yeah, a lot of features.
Dash gives them the Cooper thumbs up.
Yep. Yeah, Ranya, you're like, yeah, kind of think to yourself, I wish I were a bit handsomer. You don't have to say it though.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, they nod, and then they pull out... They take the traces over to Luis, and he does the same thing with the covers. Like, any specifics you want?
What are the options?
He points out, like, the standard tanned, the continental imprint, the emporium, the... as well as just artisan symbols. Like if you're part of a guild, you can get like a little like stamp attached to it, or you can just get solid colors, like all the like the 12 main colors.
Dash will go with the Continental one.
All right, pulls out this deep oaken cover with the continent imprinted on it and irons it on, hands it to you. And as you flip through it, you notice the first page says in process. So it says lesser socials. It says limited lesser district access. And he hands you yours. Also, Ron, you're like, oh, and you? Cover?
The what? Couldn't hear you.
The cover.
Cover of what? It's the cover of the passport.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are my options?
Continental imprint, artisanal symbol / guild symbol, emporium, lists like a bunch of busts, like fractions of busts of previous emperors of the realm, a red port crest, and then there's just plain solid colors.
Is it just for aesthetic, or do these have any meaning to them?
No, it's literally just like choose the cover of your journal.
Continental, then.
Continental, all right. Pulls out another
Well, damn, everyone's going
deep oak
indigo.
colored one with a white stripe down the spine, and irons it on. Hands you your passport. Yours also says in process. Meanwhile, Bundle and Fell, it all says in process. So there's that. And Luis nods and just says, "Oh, all right. Just need you to head up this final stairwell behind me, and then you should be good to go with the rest of your day."
Alright.
Alright.
And you guys head up the stairwell.
We head up this.
I assume.
I don't see why
Yeah.
not.
I mean, Fel would head up the stairwell. What about you
Dash
guys?
what?
Alright, and as you disappear up the stairwell, the rotary stool follows you up as it extends from the desk and files up through a curvature in the wall to meet you at the next final desk, where she has just a whole crap ton of brochures out for you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Need some excitement in your life? Join the Redport Guard / National Guard / Army Reserve.
I'm good.
Natural excitement available from the nature district, located.
Oh God.
Ranya looks at the pamphlet for nature districts.
Actually,
There is a very, very attractive and almost airbrushed-looking elven maiden standing there with a bouquet of flowers.
Dash is
Like
gonna
that.
look through the brochures to see it on the off chance if any of them somehow mention anything about someone named.
Ranya also looks around for an alchemist guild pamphlet, if there is one.
It does have like a basically a tourist map, like a tourist brochure of guilds and their locations, with like
Anything
little
for
mini maps that aren't
Uh.
exceptionally detailed, but they kind of get the job done. It's okay, this is a very rudimentary map, but it says that it's here in this square area, so.
Anything for any performer district?
Oh, it's all in the guild in the maps. The maps of the maps, guilds, and maps, guilds, and iconography booklet. Little brick red booklet.
Oh.
Does Dash manage to find any brochure that mentions something about someone named Vaughn?
I'm not sure if that would be information.
Yeah, this is more for like a public interest type stuff. No, you're probably not going to find anything specific.
Yeah, you do find a list of cuisine, like a brochure of cuisine, a brochure of guild locations. You find a brochure for military recruitment, and also a there's like 5 of them, like the mapping guilds, the cuisine, the military recruitment, the random little flyer for the natural district. Coming soon to your district.
Natural or nature?
Natural
And
district.
what's the fifth version?
The 5th brochure is... I just had it. What was it? Ah! Oh, the special events booklet.
Ooh!
Dash will take one of those.
Fel's gonna take
Visit Colonial Redport for historical significance tours.
Oh god, no.
All summer. Ends first day of
God.
fall. Ends first day of winter.
Bundle will actually look at the military brochure, and he's looking for a certain to see if she's even on the cover.
Oh no, it's just a plain. It's like an outline of a humanoid soldier, but without any definite features to it. It's like a solid color, but in the shape of like a soldier warrior. And inside it has various engravings of soldiers doing duties in like the Corps of Engineers and the and saving young children from like an avalanche. And there's one where you only see the back of a soldier attacking an opposing darkened looking enemy type.
Okay. The only reason he was looking at that is to make sure that his sister hasn't gotten too big for her britches and became like a figurehead here. He looks over the brochure, sees she's not there, and says, "Okay, she's not as big as I thought."
So what now?
Now we go about and see about, waiting for our paperwork to actually get through, and then just see if there's anything that you find an interest in.
I want to hit up that fortune. I want to hit up that fortune teller again because that seemed off.
Me too, but I also...
That's fine, but we're gonna have, with the way that she was acting, have to take a different type of approach.
At least want to try again.
Of course, we'll try again. But
Don't
knocking on the door.
want fortune teller lady to become the second red port.
The second what? Oh, the second
sec-
red port.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, probably just simply knocking on the door would not get us what we need.
Still here, Brett? Okay, that
Really
explains.
aggro. I miss performing.
Yeah, I think you've only performed.
I was saving you all from the Spider-Verse spoilers.
Oh, thank God! My dude.
And you're roomy in the spoilers, I swear.
Seriously? What's next, Bumblebee?
Look, he's really happy with it. So
Good.
Fair enough. Anyway.
We have another.
So you guys were deciding where to head out, and they just show you there's a little simple stain, like the glass door, but it's like a frosted glass door
Okay.
that points out, and there's just a little like exit only.
Alright. Guess we head out this way.
Yep, and you pop out along the side, and you're right next to the orchard, which is very appropriate since the Bobby Station is literally right next to Lump's Orchard, which is basically just a glorified park that happens to sell fruit.
Ranya looks around. Look.
Fruit.
There are a few woodpeckers strewn about, eating at some hollowed logs, and a couple of wombat-looking things just mulling around in some of the mud, chomping at roots.
Ranya looks at the big rodents, blinks at them.
So, where does anyone have anything specific? Because as you exit, Bella says to you, you only have about an hour and a half for your limited, entrance into the lower guild district.
But
Like, you only, you have an hour and a half left today. Basically, you can only enter the lower district for a period. You can stay in the lesser district, which is basically the gateway. The gateway district is eternally open. However, the lower district is only open to processing and developing passports for a limited time of day.
Yeah, it's where Mad Eiley is. But if we want anything done, like in the Cuisine Guild, I'm pretty sure no one wants to go to the L's.
The guild sign-ups are all in here. It's the actual, like, stores and shops are inside the lower social and lower merchant sector.
I don't think there's anything Dash needs to buy.
Neither does Fel.
Ranya doesn't really want to...
shopping at it.
Well, there is something.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if there's anything you guys are looking for, just tell me and I can tell you if you need to run to the lesser merchants.
Also, I believe you changed 11 into the guard post, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's something Fel didn't know.
What?
He changed the performance guild into the guard post.
Aw, damn it!
It's still the concert hall. The rhythm guild. It's pretty much the same thing.
But, yeah. Dash definitely wants to go see that fortune teller.
Fel wants to go see that fortune teller, or possibly late. Possibly late. God damn it!
Wow, the stream restarted.
What?
What was that, Brett?
Apparently the stream restarted.
Huh.
Where? Can you still hear us, Matsiv?
Yeah.
And whoever else might be watching.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure that the fortune teller, we can go see her anytime.
Oh my god, dude. Please don't let her turn into the next red port.
But we can deliver. She's our next door neighbor.
May I speak?
I don't want her to take 3 sessions.
We can stop over for fucking tea. She's our next door neighbor.
Fel, you're in.
Thank you.
What the heck?
Other than one, also go see fortune. Also, kind of wants to check out the performance hall, but only when we're, stressed for time, like an hour.
Yeah, that is also a good point. An hour and a half doesn't really give us a whole lot we can do at the moment.
Ta-da!
Okay.
I'm so sorry, anyone in stream. My Twitch is being nasty right now.
Twitch sometimes has problems.
It might just be my broadcasting software. Okay.
Is it updated?
Who knows?
Oh.
So anyway, we're back up to 4 viewers. Do you guys have anywhere you want to explore in the lower merchant district? You can look through the maps and you can see there's like a meat market in the lower merchant sector. There's tailor, farmer's market, general store.
Is there an actual map? Because from what I see,
it just has like squares with like a bullet point list of what's in this square. It doesn't really have specific locations.
Wait, is there you said there's a tailor. Is there any clothes shop?
Yes, we need to find pants.
Oh my god.
the fact that has become such a prominent quest.
It has!
It's important.
So, can
He looks like a homeless man.
I can't hear anyone.
So, like I said, the immediate access you have is to the lower social sector, which has a bunch of temples, a gambling hall, another monument, and a tavern and a half that, as well as an arena, lots of alleys, and a dot that just says fountains galore.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the merchant sector, which is right next door to the social sector, has a meat market, fair wares, the tailor, farmer's market, and a symbol that Fel and Ranya recognize as an enchanting station,
Ooh.
as well as a smithy. There's an anvil, little dot, and a general store.
Neat.
Hmm.
All right.
You guys have
Who needs-
roughly an hour and a half to explore the lower sectors before you are kicked back to the lesser sector.
Okay, so lower is different than lesser. Okay.
Yeah, I should just call it the mid sector. Yeah, I'll call it the mid sector.
I got confused. Oh well. Anyway. So enchanting.
I guess Dash is just going to the whims of the rest of the group.
I do need something made, but
Well,
anyone need anything?
as it were, Bundle would say, "Here's what we all want to do. What we need to do. Why don't we meet back at the tavern in about, say, 15 minutes?
At
Just-
the Roasted Boot?
Yes, at the Roasted Boot.
Okay, because there's 2 taverns in the...
The one
social
where we
sector.
won't get kicked out after an hour and a half.
Yes.
So basically split up, get what we need to get possible, then head back to the Roasted Boot.
Essentially. If it's going to take a while, well, just keep it short. I'd rather not have to be in trouble for litigations just because we were hanging around. Loitering is a bad crime.
I don't really have anything I need to get, so I guess I'll hang out with Val while she's doing whatever she wants.
I need to find out if there's a place around here where I can learn potion making.
All right. So we have what we want to do. I'll meet you guys later. And Bundle turns on his heels or paws in this case and walks towards the merchants area.
Alright, it's on the south end of the current guild map you're on. So as you pass by the Florist Guild, and as you're passing by, you notice frick. I'm great tonight.
It's okay.
You
Believe in
notice
yourself.
a bronze-skinned human sitting on a stool outside the Florist Guild, flipping a coin. A little mark on his hand catches your eye.
Can I discern what that mark is just as I'm walking by?
Past perception is 15.
Yep.
You see it as a ash-white circle with a line diagonally cutting through it.
As I'm walking by, this is the florist, right?
Yes.
Okay. As I'm walking by the florist, I'm going to casually just look like I'm perusing through the flowers, and greet the man like you would normally. And after greeting him, would say, "In Thieves' Camp, lovely weather we're having, isn't it?"
Flamingos.
He doesn't actively look at you, but he stops flipping the coin and mumbles in the Thieves' Cant. If you're looking to wet your whistle with some work, sorry, we're closed at the moment.
Actually, I tell him back, not looking for work. I was given an invitation to come here. So told to seek a man with a certain mark, one that you resemble.
How do I know the person who sent you's legit?
Okay, hang on. Let me go to my sheet.
It's been a few weeks, but I'm pretty sure he gave him a thing.
He did give me a thing. I just gotta pull it up. Okay. I saw a white circle tattoo on the wrist, and I say, "Fußball Grund." What the fuck? Oh, that was the way that we described it.
Do you describe the person who sent you?
Kabow.
Were they kobolds?
Wait, no.
It was a kobold who,
Yeah.
It was a kobold. God damn it.
Yeah.
It was
His
an orange
name-
kobold, I believe.
oh god, let me find his name, hold on.
I had Chanu. God damn it.
Yoan.
Yoan, thank you. All right, I mention Yoan's name, and say that he's the little birdie who told me about you. Or would it be more correct to call him a lizard?
Can you repeat that? You mumbled out.
Okay, he says, yeah, that's it was Yoan who told me about you. That's the little birdie who gave you up, or rather, would it be the little lizard? Whatever works.
He blinks and says to you, "Come back in 2 hours."
Oh,
Can't say that I'll be able to be here legally for that amount of time.
No,
but I'll
you're
see
still
what
in
I
the
can
you're
do.
still in the lesser sector.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
right,
retroactively
right.
calling the space you're not allowed in for after a while the mid sector. So you're
Okay.
still in the Florist Guild. The guild sign up areas are still in the lesser area.
Okay.
Yeah, you still haven't passed through either the southwest exit or the south exit to the Soch/merchant area.
Okay, so I'm still fairly good in that regard.
Yeah, you're just on the border.
Okay. Well, then Bundle will nod and say, "It's a date. I'll be sure to bring flowers," he says with a smile as he walks out.
wink.
Lights a cigarette and is like, "So, which area do you head off? What is your okay? What is everyone's goal in the immediate?"
Dash is just following Fel, which, in retrospect, gives her the opportunity to take Dash on that shopping. You're welcome, Fel.
Thank you. I'll let Ranya go.
Okay.
You're going first.
Okay. So I'm looking around for a place to out how to make potions. What do I see?
Well, looking at this handy dandy chart I have in front of me.
Be nice if I had the chart too.
As you look through your brochure guide to figure out where the hell you're supposed to go, you find out that there is a third section that is slightly above your rank at the moment called Arcania. In frilly quotations, where the magic happens. And it reads a brief description containing the Apothecary franchise, franchises, Spellworth, Scrolls and such, Mendel's Mages for Hire, Yelja Tink's Enchanting Shop, The Sober Cask, Alchemy Bar, and
Was any of that
Handy's Barding College.
was any of that English?
I'm pretty-
Did my mic go to hell?
No, just the way the sentence played out, it sounded like you're speaking fantasy speak.
Essentially.
It legit sounded like it wasn't English. How the sentence was structured and how the words were structured.
It's okay, Dash.
I may be very good at my job. So this is what it says is located inside Arcania, which is currently just out of your grasp. Because it requires proper passport.
Ranya groans in annoyance. Well, that's basically all I need to do.
It has an asterisk, unless escorted, especially.
Ranya squints at the thing like, escorted by who? Who the hell has clearance to that? He looks around for a Deus Ex Machina.
You see merchants with like little like not high-low, but like pallet jacks moving things around toward districts, and the guards just glance over at their passports and written passes and like, no, yep, you good.
Merchants, huh?
Yeah, merchants. And there are a few people in silver and red and white robes moving through quite easily with some very gaudy jewelry on their arms and necks.
So nobles and merchants.
Yes, and they head down this great cascading hallway that separates the... Let me see, I have it written down here. The separation. It's a set of broad white walls with a hint of green flame covering the entrance, with tall ebony gates and guard posts all around each portion, along with a registry desk.
Ranya looks around, looks at the merchants, so he can see what they're doing, see if any of them be struggling at all, or seem to be.
Nope, everyone
looking like they could use some extra.
Everyone who's passing through seems to have their adequate hired help. And it's like, most of the time, it's merchants leading, like, strongmen and, like, warehouse workers along as they drag the pallet jack, and the merchant is simply there to flash the paperwork.
While he looks down at his arms, flexes, nothing changes. I could always just sneak in, but that could get me kicked out of the city if I'm found out.
Or killed. You hear from next to you.
What the? He looks around.
There is a young girl with a curled blonde ponytail hovering over you, like, yeah, that's not a good plan at all.
Ranya looks at the small child that looks to be about his size, like...
Yeah, she's like an inch taller than you.
Ranya blinks like, do you have any suggestions?
Run, kid.
Oh! That's an idea. Thank you, Cat. I now have an idea. Who the fuck?
Oh my God, Ron!
Who the hell's gonna notice a cat?
God damn it, Ron!
My God.
Who the hell's gonna notice a cat just wandering around? And cats
I feel like that might be a very poor idea.
Same here.
So this little girl just points you like, yeah,
They're really good at their jobs. Also, I think that wall is magic.
Magic how?
You look at the gate, which has an aura of green flame around it. Like,
Oh!
Ranya blinks. So it
Uh,
can't feel it.
It's not like it covers the entire thing, but it's... As you look closer at the gate as it descends, you see it get fainter and fainter, but you think like, oh, okay, that's continuous. It's just more apparent when there's nothing in front of it.
So they literally have a flaming wall preventing people from scaling it to get around.
You had the
Yes.
opportunity, Ranya. Why make the joke? God damn it.
I don't know what joke you're talking about.
It's a literal firewall!
Okay. Good
Computer joke. You know what a firewall?
Yes, I am aware. I
Come
don't
on,
find it funny. Anyway.
Macaroni and cheese.
God damn it.
Anyway. So the little girl was talking to me.
What?
The little girl was talking to me.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, she's all in your
yeah,
head.
and-
You're hallucinating.
no, I mean, I was asking her.
You're asking her if she's listening to you?
No, if she had any other ideas.
I guess my mommy mentioned something like bribing them?
Oh.
Ranya squints like.
But looks at your warder like,
But I'm not sure about you pulling that off.
Ranya blinks like, yeah, you might be right about that. He looks around. Are there any rats about?
roll up animal handling check.
Pull something out the
Would it be
butt.
animal handling or perception?
Animal handling to see if you can find them.
Okay,
I'm personalizing it.
15.
You see some small rats off to the side, like nibbling at some barrels that have been unattended for a while near like the general district.
Do I see any of them, like, going towards the wall? Like
As
going
you
down
look closer
avenues
towards the
that
wall,
need to be
you
going-
see a couple of rats frozen in place inside the field.
Oh.
Okay, I'm starting to believe that the DM really doesn't want me to go. I guess it's pointless. I'll do it another time. Oh well.
There
Ranya
actually
was
is a
literally
passing cart that has an advertisement for franchises on it.
like, franchises.
The Apothecary franchise. Franchises.
Okay.
The franchise is the restaurant. The Apothecary shop is literally called Franchises.
That's interesting. But it's a cart that's going into the thing.
No, I agree with that, but to be fair, Oscar Isaac. Yeah, I shit myself with Oscar Isaac.
What?
Yeah, I think you're trying to bait me into trying to sneak into the cart when you've already told me that death is a possibility if I fail at doing it. Do you have an inspiration dice? Yeah, that's correct. I get it.
I think he's got aggro at the moment.
Yeah.
His mic's muted.
God damn.
I am tempted to do something stupid, but at the same time, there is a lot of security for a freaking mid-district wall.
And meanwhile, I'm
So I'm beginning. So I think it's just the DM simply just doesn't want me to.
Oh,
go
you think
into that.
Arcania is a mid district? Oh no.
It's-
Arcania is second only to the Royal District.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically a super high district.
So there's no way in hell I'd be able to earn my way into that unless if I want to go through a lot of hoops. That...
Not at the moment, but like I said, there is a passing cart with an advertisement.
Okay, Ronnie goes over to the cart and sees if they have anything they want to sell before having to have it inspected to the Arcana district.
No, it literally stops it, sees you approach, and unfurls like
It's like
a hand
food
railing
cart.
and an awning. It's welcome one and all to Franchise's traveling cart. Samples and vials abound. What would you want today, young sir?
Oh god, that's amazing.
Ronnie blinks.
There is a... It is a human man with an outrageously twisted goatee. Like, it's almost like a corkscrew. And a downward pointed hooked nose. And this, like, chalk that's, like, coloring his hair, you think? Because every time he moves, there's, like, a dust outline of, like, his head.
A rather interesting looking fellow.
Okay. Ranya looks up to the man like, hello. I'm actually looking for information on how to make my own potions at home. Do you have any books on that?
His eyes brighten a little bit. A student?
Yes.
Oh! Excellent! I am so excited to share with you that we are starting up our new session of classes just in the next few days, actually.
And
Wait,
let me
classes
guess.
where?
Let me guess. The reason you're stopping here rather than going inside is because your passport's not processed right. Yeah?
Not quite yet. Unfortunately, it takes a while.
Well.
But I was hoping
Well, there is
to-
this thing called an education pass.
Ranya tilts his head like, education pass.
Yeah. If you're going to one of the colleges, you can go straight in as long as you're doing it during the allotted times for your learning.
Ranya thinks like, can I get that upgraded onto my current pass that's being processed, or...
Oh yeah, it's completely
do
separate.
I have to... Okay. So I need to get an entirely different pass and go through that process again.
I can just... He pulls out a clipboard. He's like, I can get you started right now, actually, if you want.
Ranya blinks like, are you an official representative of the city?
He turns his voice down.
They kind of give me a commission for new recruits.
Ranya nods like, I'd be okay with that.
All
I
right.
mean, that
So
mean I have
we
to
just
give you
need,
5 cards.
just pick your area of expertise you want to be learning about for your brief correspondence course. And, then just put down your name, current address. If you're in the Gateway District, just put down, Gateway 1. Or
Running
whatever lot you got in the Gateway, and then we'll be sure to know where to deposit it.
Okay.
You remember, all of you got a ticket for this. You are in Gateway 40.
Gateway.
Gateway 40 is your current address inside the Gateway District. Or Lot 40. So, he's like, alright, so, what's expertise you looking to learn about? He points to a bunch of options, including alchemy for beginners. Has like a face of like a baby with a single tooth. And it's like
Now, DM, when you say...
mid-tier alchemy, herbs and healing. What specifically are you
Ranya
looking for?
checks, the beginning, the alchemy for beginners, and herbs and healing. Well, actually, he already knows herbs and healing. But he thinks, would it be good for a refresher course so I can figure out how to apply it? Like, I mean, I already have nature and medicine, so I probably don't need herbs and healing. But I do need to learn.
Yeah,
how to
it
make
has next to
potions.
herbs and healing, like mandated for all healers and medical residencies.
Mm.
And yeah. What specifically are you looking in to learn about?
Like I said, I want to make potions. I want to make my good berries or better berries into potions.
At the very bottom, there is a notch that says DJ's School for Magical Juices. And it...
What the fuck? Okay.
And it has this caricatured face grinning. Like, ew. He has no eyes. He just has like little slits for eyes, but a smile bigger than his face.
Ranya is slightly terrified, but he puts a check mark in that box.
Excellent! Glad to know you. Gateway left for you. Excellent!
Ranya raises his hand. What's tuition price?
Ah, that's right. The payment plan. Well, currently each class runs, it's a 6-week course. 3 weeks if you want it accelerated, in which you'll just take extra hours. And currently tuition runs about... Well, since you're first time coming here, I can bump it down to 450 gold.
Hi.
Ranya thinks, like, do I get a discount if I recommend a friend?
I bumped it down from 500.
Well, I don't exactly...
We do have payment plans.
Ranya nods. I think I may have to get on the payment plan. I'm not 100% sure of what my funds are in my... you think... bank? But,
you just think of Bundle walking around, chink, 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 chink. You just imagine a bundle bank. Just it's literally a piggy bank, but it's Bundle.
Currently my funds are wrapped up, so I'll have to check on them. But
we do require a deposit up front of 50 gold.
I do not have 50 gold on me right now. He looks at his brother. I'm going to have to go and check with my associate because he currently houses our funds.
Cool.
How long?
You have
not been collecting his gold.
Bundle, where are you right now?
I am in the merchants area. So she's doing shopping.
I'd say you're passing by, and in the distance, Ranya, you do see Bundle just window shopping at the moment.
Ranya looks over at Bundle, shouts, "Bundle! Hey! Bundle!"
His ears flick up.
Pierce, all you hear is,
Hey, listen! Hey, listen!
You actually see him turn around and say, "Shut the fuck up, Nava!" Oh wait.
Like, what? He's heavy.
you see your halfling friend waving, as he seems engaged in conversation with a very obscure-looking individual. What's with that corkscrew on his face?
What?
Bundle just kind of raises a brow as he gets closer and closer to the boat. What's all this about?
I need money.
Or...
Such diplomacy.
he just Bundle
Like, I need
just you
cash.
quizzically. 4.
I need money to learn how to make is alive.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
Your
Those,
young friend here is
those-
starting to enroll in the franchise's school of apothecaries and such.
Oh,
But we require a deposit up front, just so you know. We know you won't just put down our education committee, get all their hopes up, and then just not show up.
of course.
Ranya looks over at Bundle, waves him down.
Yes.
It looks like he wants to whisper in your
Bundle leans down.
Ranya asked him, out of curiosity, what has been my cut of the profits that we have earned so far?
Enough. If it's just 500 gold, that's.
He doesn't know that.
Wait. First, Bundle's gonna think for a moment. Says, "All right, how much?"
Dude saying that's, did you say it was 450?
450 for the entire course.
It's 450 flat, or I get on a payment plan.
Okay, hearing that, Bundle straightens up, looks to the guy.
Sly grin on his face. Looks like it's pasted on there.
I want to inside him.
All right.
There
sure.
we go.
Unfortunately, Ranya doesn't know if he's doesn't understand if he's being cheated. or
that
not.
whole time I was like, oh my god, Roddy, roll.
Listen, unfortunately, Ranya doesn't see an insight. I screwed up my character sheet in the beginning.
Well. Man, he seems really happy about recruiting someone for an educational course.
Really? Okay.
That's all you can read. You can just tell he's happy.
That means he got the higher check.
Yep.
So Bundle narrows his eyes and says,
Wait,
"All
is
right."
he a what? I spaced out for a second.
I said Bundle narrows his eyes. Looks at the gentleman before him. Says, "So 50 up front and pay as you go." Am I getting that right?
Yeah. What we do is, after each week, we just require a brief payment of 100 gold. The first payment is 100 gold because the 50 is included in that, and then the final 2 weeks. Well, or actually, it's each third of your.
Your mic just died.
Yeah.
Hello, testing,
Yeah.
testing.
You're better now.
That math seems wrong.
Basically, he says, okay, if you're choosing the accelerated program, it's every week. Each week, you pay a third of the payment. Same with the 6 weeks. Every 2 weeks, you pay a third of it. But the first time, it's only 100 because the 50 deposit that's included.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we don't do the final. We don't do the
pay it all at the end because sometimes that doesn't work out very well.
I can see why that would be the case. And I can also understand why it.
As much as some of those very liberal folk would want this education given out for free, but haha, not at franchises.
Understandable. Knowledge is not necessarily a free thing. And I do understand that you having to make your money. Too. As it were, though. That does seem a bit although, do you all do perhaps a scholarship program for your more astute students?
strokes his corkscrew goatee.
Ranya would like to tap Bundle on the leg real quick and give him a thumbs up.
Okay.
He looks at the halfling, looks at the tabaxi. He's like, we do actually have to start paying attention to that. What is it? Oh god, what's it called? The diversity arrangement for education.
Oh, Shit.
It's like the same letter, 2 words.
Same letter, 2 words.
2 words that begin with the same letter. It's alliterative.
I'm at a loss here. Sorry, Drew.
I think Bundle's the only one.
Affirmative action.
Affirmative action.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I could sort of squeeze you in on some of the affirmative action, but he kind of looks a bit dejected, like, oh man. Yeah, Bundle, you get a slight read that this might be commission-based.
This might be what based?
He might be getting a commission for recruiting students.
Okay. Well, getting that read, Bundle says, "All right. Well, here's what I can do, because I know you're trying to make your cut here, and we're trying to get what we need. So why don't we meet a little in the middle? You give us all the information we need to know on it, and I have right here." He pulls out enough for 25 gold for the information that we are going to need for this program.
25.
You remember
gold.
our faces. You think you can remember our faces, can't you?
I mean, sure.
Well then, if this is something that we are definitely going to want to invest in, just slide that paperwork on in.
Narrows his eyes. Okay, I'm going to have to retroactively say things. Okay, so it's basically you have to pay the first installment at the beginning of each section. Where like first week before by the end of the first class period, you have to have paid 150 of the thing.
50?
And then
Okay. Well, Bundle's going.
And then by the
he's
second
not
to
gonna
third of it, you have to pay another 150.
all right. And this is not like a haggable. This is what we're paying.
I mean, besides the mention of a possible affirmative action, but he seems kind of hesitant to give over that information.
Oh, okay. At this, Bundle's gonna roll his eyes and say, "Is there? You seem to be have something on your mind that you wouldn't mind letting loose. Perhaps a little extra coin will get us that information."
All I can say up front is that there may be a scholarship that allows for rare races to get a bit more of a foothold in the educational placement with a little assistance, down to luck and all.
Bundle.
And notice your halfling friends of the leather-bound variety.
That'd be true.
Ranya blinks.
And seeing as how he's cooperating, I'm going to produce 10 gold and say, "Anything else you can tell me?"
You produce 10 gold?
Yes. This is just for the information, not
So-
for the actual full-on payment.
Hang on, I've gotta... It's like, That's all I can say at the moment.
So he's working on commission, but if I got through a scholarship, would that hurt his profits any? Because he'd still get the commission, wouldn't he?
He would, but it would be at a discount to him, because
Why would the commission be discounted if I go on a scholarship?
Because he gets a percentage rather than a flat rate.
Okay. Yeah.
Capitalism!
Flat rate is usually better.
it's great for you, not so great for him.
Yeah, you get
So
the reading.
he-
Yeah, this man is human. He does have to eat. He does actually have to eat. You
Ranya
notice like half a
Ranya
rice
looks
cake
up
sitting
at-
on the desk behind him.
Ranya looks up at his wares. Like, you said you're an apothecary shop. Do you have anything for sale by chance?
Oh, of course!
Pulls out just a little belt of like vials. It says, right here we got your standard healing. Right here you've got your standard cold resistance. Right here you got your flavor enhancer.
How many healing potions do you have, and at what cost?
For sale.
Hmm?
Looks in the back.
I have 2 standard healing potions.
Well, we could use some healing potions until I can start making my own. Oh, do you make your own healing potions, or do you have a distributor?
I personally do not make the materials. However, we do have a fine staff of trained apothecaries at the franchise's HQ and educational center.
Learned it by the center itself, no doubt.
Ranya looks up at Bundle, like, he speaks to her in silent voice, like, do you think he would be interested in getting an exclusive, he thinks for the trade agreement? If I start making potions, any excess would be sold to him at a discount?
Well, since you're asking this like to him right to his face, but through silent speech.
Yeah,
Bundle gives you
he waves down to him so he can whisper it.
Okay.
So he can whisper back.
No, that would be too obvious. Bundle just gives a gesture saying, possibly. But not a. It's not a. He gives you a look of it's not a bad idea.
Ranya looks at him like, well, we do need some potions now. Would you be interested in setting up, since I'm going in to make potions, and I'm going to probably at some point be making a lot of potions. Once I'm done with my schooling, would you be interested in setting up a business arrangement between an exclusive deal, of course?
He stares at you, he's kind of like, curls his lip a bit. How do I know you'll even pass?
Ranya,
how do I know you'll honor this agreement? I don't know you, I'm just recruiting you. I mean, what I'm saying is I currently need a bit more of a solid foundation before I consider moving ahead on such things.
Ranya berries. He puts it, he shows it to him. These alone can do a little bit of healing. I plan on learning how to make these into potions. And I have a feeling that they'll have a little more oomph to them than whatever material that is usually put into potions.
To help him sell this, how many do you produce?
No, hold on, Bundle. But before you do that, he stares at the berry and pulls out a cage which contains a bird with a broken wing. He's like, I usually say this when I'm demonstrating the healing potions, but I gotta see if you're legit. He pulls out the bird, gets it on a little, wrist harness to where its feet are still attached to his wrist and can't fly away.
Okay.
He holds up the berry to it. It eats. Caw, caw. And as it caws, you hear as the wing resets, and it's like feathers fly everywhere. It's like oh god dang, get back in there. He finagles it back in the kitchen. Oh jeez, god. Okay. Huh. I was thinking you're full of shit.
Ranya tries to hide the fact that he was surprised that worked well.
What?
Ranya tries to hide the fact that he was surprised that worked as well.
Okay, he's like, okay. This holds promise.
Tell you what. I can't give you a discount on the actual entry at the moment, but perhaps if you make an impression at the educational center, maybe something will change. Who knows?
Ranya scratches
But I
his
kind of
chin.
need that first 150 gold is mandatory. I can't change it after. I can't change it before that.
All right. Hearing this, Bundle looks Dinna square in the face. Are you about your education?
Ranya, not that.
He looks up to the sky.
Ranya looks at him. Ranya looks at him like, I spent years learning how to become a druid. By force, but I've learned it. So, yes. If it helps the group and can improve our chances of survival, well, definitely. I'll definitely go in and learn as much as I possibly can.
And you're being truthful about this. You're not trying to deceive me or anything, right?
Ranya looks at him straight in the eye.
No. This is the player asking you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Like, this is what I've been wanting him to
Okay.
You see all these goddamn berries. I can do something with these things.
Fair enough. I
have a gigantic boulder of a
I understand.
Easy.
Please stop yelling
I'm sorry.
in my ears.
Sorry.
Chillax, bro. Bundle nods and hands you
I have
150 of the gold and says, "For your sake, I hope you're serious."
I know, it's like... Also, I'd like to buy those 2 healing potions, and maybe that cold-resistant potion.
Alright, going into the treasure and taking out 150 gold. So that's... We got 350 just straight up gold on us.
Is that a pool,
Wait a minute.
or is...
I thought you had 500.
I just took out 150 and gave it to Ranya.
Okay. You hand up 150 and you just like...
Hold on a second. Are our funds a pool, or are funds like individual? Like
The treasure is a pool. Individual is handed out sort of as you guys remember it.
Yeah.
Oh, I have been accepting very little of that. I have only 35 gold. And
To be fair, after this 150 gold, we'll only have 350. Getting kind of low.
yeah, we're gonna have to do some
be-
jobs.
Yeah, to be fair, Phil,
Yeah, okay.
gold. I only have 2 gold.
Well, how about you start performing somewhere?
How about you start being shit?
She can't perform anywhere when it's still.
Yeah.
Okay.
She has performance anxiety.
And I also have an
bars
ass
with
tattoo
performing
of a druid up my ass.
Anyway,
I'm sorry, Dan, if I don't have an ass.
You hurt my feelings.
But you are
Let's
up
move
my
on.
ass.
So anyway, you have 150 gold in your hand, Ranya. And
Okay, he hands it over to.
by the way, the
Did I get his name?
You what?
Did I get his name again?
You
his name-
notice a little placard inside with like a license and registration that says Vincent Dawn, Esquire.
Vincent Dawn.
Vincent Dawn.
Hold on, I need to write this in my notes. Where's my notes? I should have a different page. I do have a different
His
page.
hair looks different in that license. He has a pompadour.
Nice. Okay, where's the notes?
Still that pasted on smile though.
Dynamic notes.
He looks like Betok CD Bear.
Vincent Dawn.
Franchises employee. Franchises
And
recruiter.
Apothecary cart and franchise is recruiter. Pretty sure I spelled all of that wrong. Yes, I did. Thank
That's
you,
fine.
Google. There we go. Okay.
He
There.
licks his lips anxiously as he sees the gold.
Okay. Also, can you tell me the prices for those two?
Calm down, David Tennant.
These two
What?
potions? 75
Yeah,
gold.
75 gold for each?
Yep. He points at the healing potions.
They're minor
Really,
healing
Jobs?
potions, right?
No, they're just straight healing potions.
Damn, is this nah. They're like, is that a standard price for healing potions? Ranya looks over at Bundle.
Bundle.
Standard
thing-
retail price.
And citing him again. Because what level of potion are they? Are they just standard potions?
Standard
Greater
potion.
health? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to
Just
insight him.
a potion of healing.
Nat 20.
You're pretty sure most places of decency would only sell these for maximum 50.
Bundle just narrows his eyes like that. No, I'm not paying. I'm not paying a let's see, a $25 mark, a 25 gold markup. What's wrong with you?
Ranya scratches his chin, just thinking about, I did start making potions. This could give us a lot of money.
Listen, guy, I'm just selling standard franchises list pricing. I don't make the prices. I just sell them at the current rate.
That's the current rate. That's highway robbery, sir.
No, highway robbery is outside the gate, where you can go if you want to find a better deal.
Well,
Oof.
if we're talking potion money, I ain't spending no more than 60.
Roll persuasion disadvantage because this man is a player.
Fair enough.
You do have that point of guidance.
He does, unless it's been a
Does have a
minute.
point of guidance. No, I'll say it still works. Because I take
Okay.
pity on the man.
Alright, so that would be persuasion?
Persuasion disadvantage.
Okay.
Plus
Where's the one?
guidance.
Plus guidance, so that's a D8,
D4.
D4. Okay.
Does guidance scale up?
No. At least I don't think so. Hold on. Let me-
No, it is too powerful. It would be too powerful if it's.
Yeah, I suppose so.
But yeah, that got me.
He grins
an
and
11.
chuckles. You're not getting out of here without paying 70.
Guidance doesn't get cantrip dice.
You
You're
know,
right.
Did anyone hear me?
Yeah.
I heard you're not getting out of here.
You're not getting out of here for any less than 70.
I'm gonna go to the side. Alright. I guess there's no help. Yeah. The 150 gold. Like, can I get in writing for a receipt of transaction, though?
A receipt of what?
A receipt of authentication that I have indeed made my purchase for the first education.
Oh yeah, he quickly slats off on that pressure paper with like the copies for like merchant, customer, all that. Yeah, he writes down on it. He keeps the red copy. You get the yellow copy. He's like,
There you go. Classes start in 2 days. Morning at 9 a.m. sharp.
Running nuts. And with this, I can get registered for access to the Arcanium district. Then.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You have brief access, mostly only for walking time. Oh, mostly for arrival times and exit times.
Wait. So it won't.
This is literally only good for classes.
Okay, good. Just to be sure that I'm not like kicked out as soon as like thrown out as soon as I exit the class, or like asked.
No,
what I'm
we
doing
give
there.
you a reasonable
Okay.
amount of time.
Okay.
You take into account those who are on crutches or those who
Ranya looks down at
were
his short legs.
recently encountered a gorgon and their feet are now stone. We take account for that.
I have short legs, so it takes me a little bit. But
We once had a golem stop by as an example. You know how long that guy took to transport?
Yeah.
His musculature wasn't exactly fully rendered yet.
Does Ranya know what a golem is?
Would Bundle know what a golem is?
Hmm.
Intelligence check?
I guess, but we need to speed this along.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. That's all I needed then.
It was fucking midnight when you two started.
Yeah.
All right, so
So
you're
I
not
have
buying the
to-
potions. You're just getting tuition.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. He gives you your receipt,
Also, you-
and he peels out a little. It looks like a bookmark that he hands
Uh-huh.
to you with your paperwork. Like, there you go. See
Okay.
you at class. Would you be interested in anything else, sir? Looks at Bundle.
No. He says he goes back towards
too
the
bad.
market district.
Alright, so let's quick go to Fel.
Yeah.
So
and Dash
Fel,
is with-
Fel and Dash's
to make
amazing
this
Mason's
easy
trip.
dash. Yeah, to make this easy dash is.
Okay, so. Alright. So, really quick question because I'm actually curious about that. Would Fel know about the Bard College in the Arcane District?
You got a brochure, right?
Yes, I got a brochure.
Yeah. Yeah, you read it
Oh
right
no,
there.
I mean, like,
Handy's
I mean-
Barding College. Like, huh.
Get it back.
I mean,
You remember hearing about it.
What?
It's basically the equivalent of a community college. Because
Oh.
you went to the Tammin Mage Academy.
oh, I went to the,
You went to university.
Goodness.
I'm gonna write this down. Just so I know what I want to do next session.
Yeah, you went
Is
to
it-
Tammin U.
Tammin UTU.
Good old TU.
It's so close to PU.
Hmm.
Damn it. But you said the sign up. The sign up for guilds were.
The guilds are in the lesser sector, where you got the gateway and lesser sector. So those are accessible at most hours.
All right, and
I mean, certain guilds close at like nightfall, but certain ones stay open.
yeah. Felix Dash. Well, I was going to suggest we maybe go get you some clothes, but I'm broke. So.
I've got like 26 gold on me.
Damn.
I'm in the district too, in case you guys need to.
Yeah, you remember?
shit.
Well, Bunkle Moneybags went into the merchant sector.
For the sake of time, Dash just hands Fel 13.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So,
You now have 15
alright.
gold.
Yay. Yay! Also, Fel's like, oh, well then let's go.
Lead on.
Leading on to the merchant district. But she does say along the way, I think I might actually, when we have more time, want to visit the performance guild. They look interesting.
Dashegen nods.
And plus, we need money.
Yeah, and if it weren't for the fact that I really want to see what is up with that fortune teller, I probably would have went to see check out the war guild
Nice.
or the artisans guild if they have anything to do with blacksmithing.
Well, I'll go. If it's not that, if it's not bother. Yeah. I mean, this Redport has always been interesting to me, considering here and who knows.
Regardless,
freaking long.
Regardless, for the time being, I can wait to check out either of those guilds.
Yeah, but for now, you need new pants.
All right, let's get this over with.
Alright, you look at the map and it says you're going to head to the mid-merchant area and you're looking for wheat choose fair wares.
Wait, what?
Wheat choose fair wares.
Wheat choose.
If that's not a tongue twister, I swear.
And you guys head in, you look around a bit, and you find a giant plywood sign in the shape of overalls hanging from this leafy-looking building that has a bit of a rustic quality to it. Some of the windows are cracked, some of them have holes in it, but there is definitely the look of fabrics inside.
I'm not getting overalls. I'm saying that right now.
Oh, come on. Door.
Cute.
I am not gonna look like a hillbilly. I may be tribal. I'm not stupid.
You hear a bundle from outside. Make him look like a farmer.
It has a
With a straw hat and everything.
I don't have time to do that. Never mind.
But keep going. I apologize.
And they go in. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Alright, as you head in, there is this old, ancient, craggy gnome just measuring a bodice and just getting some vestments ready. He turns around and is like, "Hello! How goes?" He has a white zigzag mark on his neck, and as he grins, you see little needle-like teeth peering from behind his teeth.
That's actually kind of gonna lie.
It goes well.
We are surrounded by shark people.
You look like you need some,
He starts stammering as he's kind of eyeing Fel, like,
It's for him. Points to the dragonborn.
Oh.
Immediately in.
Yeah, fine, insight.
And yeah.
Yeah, because that was a creeper stare if I've ever seen. Motherfucker.
Why not?
God, why is he so weirded out by Fel? Fel,
why is
you
he
get
so
the kind of
weirded out
idea,
by-
he gets kind of nervous around women. Like,
Aw.
you know the type, like, he just gets kind of nervous.
This is gonna be
Like, it's not like he's
is
afraid of
good.
talking to women, it's more like, oh, he's the nervous type.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
you could totally abuse this kid.
According to my tiefling.
I'm not you!
According to my tiefling friend here, I am in apparently dire need of new pants and clothes.
He looks at your tattered leather scraps that are held together by gum and, like, moss vines. It's like, I guess so. Well,
Yeah, no. His pants are held together by the power of God.
I can make you some fineries, or I can make you some just standards if you want. Let me see.
I am not a fashionista.
Ah, okay. Now, do you want this like the canvas type, or do you want, some, I don't know, you want it durable, you want it...
Durable.
You want-
Definitely durable.
We'll take durable.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
if you haven't noticed, as he gestures to
You
all
want,
the
like,
scars-
some, like, not quite overall type, but, like, the diagonal, harness straps to strap yourself into these pants, or you just want the iron bucklets around the front and the bottoms?
I have-
Fel just.
What do you mean by iron bucklets?
As in, he pulls out a pair of darkened, reinforced, like almost like Kevlar material that's interwoven, and it's got like little silver bucklets that adjust, that like taper to thin to wide, and it's sort of like adjustable pants that have like a built-in belt, but it's all the fabric.
Okay, who made that square in the damn thing?
That looks like a good start, but I also have a tail.
I've dealt with the reptilians. Let's come on over here to my mirrored corner, and I'll get you measured.
Yeah, which I just realized Dash has a really big tail now that I realize.
Yeah!
And
Phil had the big tail. Jesus!
as Dash makes his way to the corner,
No,
the
you used
old
to have a
gnome
long tail.
tips his crown of his head to feather. Pardon, miss.
Not at all. But if it's any consolation, I'd like to commission some finery for him.
Fineries for him or for you?
For him, because when we're gonna.
Dash just sighs and hangs his head dejectedly.
I'm
Raises
sorry,
an
Dad.
eyebrow, like, what you thinking? Ruffles? Yes, I'm imagining the Shakespeare collar.
You can only imagine the fun Bundle will have with that.
I can only imagine the amazingness. Oh god.
Or you're imagining more the debonair look.
So that
I have no idea what that even means.
He points to what looks like a silken onesie that has like a massive V-neck.
No. No. Just no.
oh,
Come on,
I love
get the
this.
kangaroo
And it
meat.
has puffy shoulders. Like little loofahs attached to like the shoulders.
All of my no.
I could go with a standard two-piece suit.
Sure, that.
Yeah, he points out a suit coat with a built-in vest. Like, it's basically like a double-layered suit coat, which has like a vest that folds out. Like, it either stays buttoned inside, or you can button it out and let the vest show with the suit coat. As well as a pair of pants that also adjust.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
He shows them in like a dark harvest color, like medium dark orange, like a dark peach, as well as some finer like blues and grays.
Dash will go for a blue. Like a dark blue.
Fel's pay. Yeah.
Yeah, the suit coat and the pants are like navy, while the interior vest, which optional fold out, is periwinkle. And he's like, alright, I can see about sizing you up for something. I can get this ready for you in a few days. I can see about that. Now, let me just get your measurements. And he just points you, like shoos you into the corner. Shoo, get in the corner. Get in the corner now.
What race is this man, by the
He's
way?
an old, ancient gnome.
He probably
Oh,
has to like go.
goddamn.
Yeah, probably has to go full George of the Jungle to measure Dash's tail.
Oh, you go into the corner, and there is literally rungs on the mirror that he climbs up, and then with amazing dexterity, just loops the measuring tape around you. It's like,
My God.
Going for a 20, waist of 67 and 3/4. Neck,
Careful around the neck, by the way.
I won't. Not gonna choke you now. And Then I'm gonna...
I don't want to lose the fur on my...
Uh-huh. And then loops it around, not even a nick.
That's cool.
And then loops around the tail, like, alright, gonna measure... It goes from this dimension to this dimension. Ah, you've got an, inlay... You've got a gelatin molds type tail, okay. Can get that rounded and perfectly fitted. And,
what?
Like, you're not... You're, where your tail meets your body is not like straight and flat. It like molds inward like a little indentation.
Okay.
Like it sort of tapers inward a little bit and then folds into like the flesh and scales.
So kind of like how I imagine Navnica's tail.
Yeah,
more or less.
And he's like, all right, and then he just now, would you like stockings with the suit, or are you just gonna go with shoes or barefoot? Hello? Hello?
Can you hear us?
I could not, but I'm back now.
Okay, welcome back. Okay, I heard stockings and that.
He said, so with this, are you planning on... Would you feel more comfortable with stockings, shoes, / dress boots, or just talons out?
Full time.
He looks down to his feet. I've never worn shoes, so talons out, please.
Alright, Talon. And he jots down on a clipboard, like, alright, got this ready, got these dimensions.
Yeah. Dash is of the mindset he does not have shoe friends.
So you're just here for the pants and the dress and the two piercer.
Unless my friend has any other suggestions, yes. Yeah, because a normal shirt has not been included.
Do you have any regular shirt
He
for him? Points to him.
He pulls out like some standard like colonial era shirts where it's like the standard white / slightly parchment colored shirt with like the little collar, like slight plunging collar. It only goes for about 2 inches, and then it's got the little strings that tie it together. And then he's also got full collar like vestments, and then he has like robe undershirts, like wick undershirts that wick away. Basically like a synthetic type.
Dash looks to Fel. He has no idea what he's doing.
Like, these synthetics are used for like exercise, as well as they make very fine underclothes for those who wear robes and vestments all day.
I do exercise a lot, I guess.
Yeah.
He hands you a bit of the material. It stretches and form fits. It's like it's like pretty lenient. It's not like most fabric you've experienced. Like actually,
So
all
is
fabric.
it
It's not like all fabric you've experienced, Dash. Where it's like it's just straight fabric. Like it's like paper. You flex it too much, it tears. This one's like no, it's a bit form fitting, and it actively moves and pushes against.
So is it basically like a tank?
Yeah, sort of like not quite spandex.
Okay, but it's more or less in the shape of a tank top. Or is it?
Yeah, it's more like a rugby shirt. Like it's got those short sleeved. Like it basically loops around and just below the shoulder. Like it's not even really fully short sleeved. It's just like shoulder sleeved.
Okay. Sure. This one, I guess.
Would you like that in tartan? Or perhaps some solid charcoal? Some I've got some with these blue and gold diamonds.
solid charcoal or solid colors.
Yep, he pulls out some really solid dark gray. He's like, this? Alright.
Probably not charcoal, though, because he... How close to Dash's skin does the charcoal match? Because that is his shade of black scales.
It's a little darker. It's like halfway between your interior and exterior color.
Might actually want to do a lighter color, is that right?
Alright,
I have no
I've got
idea how
this,
to fashion.
he pulls out like a parchment colored shirt.
Yeah,
I'd like that for a second.
that'll be...
Alright. And he says, yeah, I can, I don't have any clothes ready at the moment, but I can get them to you in a couple days. Oh, actually,
That's
I can,
fine,
or if you wanted in installments, I can get you the shirt and the pants definitely tomorrow, but the suit will take a couple extra days for me to finalize.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's alright. How much,
Well, we're looking around. Let me see, I should have a textile leather worker.
on a kind
Tailor
bundle.
Textiles.
Yeah.
Hello,
I'm-
bank of bundle.
I am still in the air.
For the
Big bundle.
for the pants and the shirt, it'll be a gold each. For the fine clothes, it'll be for the fine clothes, it'll be tailored, so it'll be 19 gold. Actually, I'm sorry.
much
It would be
gold
two.
does
It would be 2 gold each for the
I-
pants and the shirt, and then
For
the tailored stuff
the
would
pants and the shirt.
be 16.
The tailored stuff. would be
Dash just hands fell 12 more gold.
Thank you.
He is down to a single gold piece.
Oh my god.
Well, you only
Alright,
needed 20 gold because it's 2 each for the pants and shirt, and then 16 for the fine clothes.
Yeah, but he wanted
Fel-
to make sure she'd have some left over.
Oh, we're going to the bank of bundle after this.
All right, so you pay up front, and he says, "Yep, I'll have these ready, the shirt and pants ready for you tomorrow, and the fine clothes probably a couple days after that."
All right. All right. We'll come back.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Bling.
No problem. Oh, thank you for offering it.
Aye. Yeah. And just as Miley walks over a stool and just like continues to measure the bodice and continue with his measurements and trickeries.
Okay. So, meet up with Bundle and Ranya,
Yup.
right? And then we can hopefully see what the hell was up with that fortune teller.
Hopefully. Really.
All right, so Bundle, what did you want to do?
Interesting.
Oh, right. I had to.
Before you decided to make a donation to the Department of Education.
Yeah.
I thought he did it. I thought he did this thing already with the thief dude.
He did that thief thing. However, he wanted to also shop, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
He didn't want to do the shop.
So
First, I wanted to-
Bunkle Moneybags.
I wanted to get enough good food to have for us when we want to make dinner this evening and breakfast in the morning. I also wanted to fill up on several vials, and I wanted to see if someone at the market, more than likely at one of the apothecaries, could tell me what these dried mushrooms are and their properties.
There are no
so I can
apothecaries
better-
available to you at the moment.
Fair enough.
However, there is in the
And-
mid-merchant sector where you guys are stable around, there is a meat market, a
Okay.
fresh, the fresh for you with 2 O's, farmer's market, and Bougainvilla's barrel baked goods.
All right, so he's going to hit up that market hard.
The meat market
and
or the
get
farmer's market?
Both actually.
All right.
He goes to the meat market and gets what will be the equivalent of a 10-ounce steak for everybody because they've been working.
Mm-hmm. So you go to the meat market, and you want a steak?
A steak or any type of food that would be good for good eating, but I'm not paying a king's ransom for it.
Yar. So, you go into, what the hell was it? Dullherd's meat market, and there is a dwarven man with a rather excessive, curly head of hair. He does have, like, one of those lunch lady, caps, though, so there's no hair going around the meat.
Yay!
And he welcomes you and points you out to the glass case where he has pork ribs, as well as braised bison, and some sausages, and then over in the corner he has the boned steak for a rough go of 6 gold per pound.
Ranya
Alright.
stares hard at the.
So
You see a little bit of drool coming.
Bundle's gonna go pay for enough for, let's see, enough sausage to have meat for everyone in the morning, and enough, I'd say, for the group, especially since we have a giant Dashegen. He's going to buy 5 of that meat.
Jesus!
Alright, so it's 5 silver per sausage link.
Okay.
For a sausage?
So so you get 2 for a gold.
2 for gold, then
Then you
I'm
got
going to
6
get-
gold per pound of steak.
then that I think altogether will be 12 gold.
How many ounces are in a pound? 12, 18, 16?
Looking it up.
16. So yeah,
15.
you can have like 2 8-ounce sizzlers worth for 6 gold.
Okay, then I will be getting. If it's for 6 gold, I'm gonna get 2 of those, so that'll be 12 gold right there. And then for the sausage, it would be 4 gold. So that's 20 gold for just from the meat.
20 gold for the meat. Yep.
Ranya
Um,
some bison.
You're poor.
Are you just following me as I'm making these purchases?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
telling you right now, he was both. A little bit of drool coming off his.
He then goes to the farmer's market and gets.
If he didn't realize that the parent had moved far away, he scrambles that.
Of course.
Keep a
Well,
leash
then-
on your rod.
Hey, if he fucks something up, I'm not with him. Anyway,
So you're moving on to the farmer's market?
move on to the farmer's market, yes.
Alright. The farmer's market is run by... Where is she?
A man. Ooh.
A
Let me just want to
A
go back to that.
black as night-skinned orc maiden with inverted eye color and 3 red ponytails adorning her head.
Nice.
I'm sorry, 3 red pigtails.
She sounds like she'd be perfectly on the.
She has a very bubbly personality, like, hello,
Aww.
welcome to the fresh farmer's market. And you can look at the sign, and it's hand-painted, and you notice the U is misspelled with 2 O's. It's...
Aww.
What? Bundle's gonna. He's going to be nice and say, "Well, aren't you a rare sight? And here I was looking for another fine maid.
Oh,
Okay.
Ha!
Being nice.
and here I am. Just me.
Bundle is still thirsty.
He's not doing that.
Yep, but
You try.
she points
what you
out,
Go after.
here we have our fresh fruit. We've even got some imported star fruit this morning. And points out a little pink, like, round section of, like, imported fruit.
Does
And
any of this fruit...
and then has
does any
an
of that-
actual, like, mini garden right next to it with, like, rutabaga, cabbages, lettuce, carrots, as well as an entire row of what you assume are onions? Because of the
Can I
simple green
nature-
stalks, the shape of pencils, just sitting out of the ground.
Can I nature check that?
Sure.
Ranya inspects the garden with a
17.
Yeah, you give him a slight tug, and you look at it, and it just... And these are especially, for lack of a better term, juicy-looking onions. Like, they look like they're literally bursting with flavor. They're like little dewdrops. Even as you pull it out and it's still brushing the drop, like little dewdrops exit from the skin, and just like...
My God.
I don't know if onion's supposed to be juicy.
They can be, and I know what he's talking about.
Onions, we have
And you actually feel the dirt, and you find the dirt is heated a little bit.
Wow.
I make a mention of this. You definitely do good care of these plants. Even heating the ground, that's impressive.
The orc maiden who introduces herself as Henna grins broadly and is like, "Ha! Yes, I'm very proud. You know your veggies."
Can't be a growing cat without a few veggies in the system, so he needs to know what the good ones are.
You know it.
That being said, how much would one of these onions?
She points to a little homemade sign with just fill the basket, 10 gold.
Really?
Ooh.
How big is this
Ah.
basket?
The basket is about 1.5 by 1.5 foot. 2
Yeah,
feet
it's a
tall.
large basket.
I won't stop him if he's doing what I think he's
Yeah,
doing.
it's like
No,
18,
no.
18,
Okay.
18 by 18 by 20.
Okay. Well, then Bundle starts filling his basket full of various vegetables that would be good for go with huge hunks of meat.
Yeah, you grab some onions, you grab some carrots, some cauliflower, greens, and peppers.
Yes, I like peppers.
Peppers. I like
And
cauliflower.
how much do you fill it? Do you fill it with just veggies? And then she has a
yes,
little.
'cause
And then she has a little tiny little cart with like various different candy-colored flowers and shrubs on top of it.
Any cheeses?
I sniff the flowers.
Sneak.
You can tell she's been trying to breed them to be sweet, and some of them get close to it, but it's somewhat a bit sickly at times. Where it's like, ooh. And she looks at, they good?
Can I do a survival check to actually show what's wrong?
She looks very cautious, like she's borderline embarrassed for her flower cart.
Okay. Well,
Oh.
I'll let it down easy. It says they're a bit.
Work on that with next breeding cycle.
strong flower, strong scent.
Or I guess it would be a nature check to see what she
nature check
might have
more
messed
like.
up. Okay. 7.
Yeah, you just think like maybe she crossbred the strongest scent. She's doing the basis just trying to breed the strongest scents together, and sometimes those don't mesh well.
Well, I tell her it's a good try, but maybe try a different combination.
Her demeanor kind of drops a little bit. She looks a bit embarrassed and like
But-
slightly depressed.
But
You
I see this and I do reassure though. But your vegetables, they are top notch. I don't think I could grow anything this good.
A little sheepish grin creeps back onto her broad jowled face.
I'm going to be in the area for a while. My name is Henna, right?
Henna Mournsinger.
Pleasant name. I'll be coming back for vegetables of this quality often. You'll see me around. I'll look forward to see how well
Ranya's
you
just
grow
standing
this out.
outside munching on his falafel.
God damn it.
But this way. And so you fill the basket with just vegetables?
Just vegetables.
Alright. She puts it on the scale. The little homemade scale points to a thumbs up on the arrow, and it's like, right, 10 gold.
I hand her 10 gold.
Have a complimentary flower.
Oh.
Hands you a little petite violet.
He takes the flower, looks to her, smells it. Is it still?
It smells very neutral. Like, doesn't have a
Okay.
very broad scent to it. It's not exactly lilac. Yeah, it tastes very neutral, muted.
Okay. Well, just to show that he appreciates it, he takes it and actually puts it on the front of his shirt pocket, just pinning it there.
She gets a bit more bubbly. Like, oh, and hands you off your basket and says, "Complimentary. Return it if you wish, but you can keep it and use it every time you come back."
Oh.
Well, then I'll be using it often. And steps away from the farmer's market, giving her a wave as he goes by, as he walks.
Yep. She gives a brief wave, and then adjusts her dirty green apron to kneel down amongst the flower cart again and start pruning and messing around with it as you walk off.
Okay. Well, I have what I needed. Since there's no apothecary, I'm good to get to meet up with everyone.
All right. You didn't need anything else from the
I
general
would
store?
Oh, right. I needed vials. Vials from the general.
Yep. You enter, and right at the edge of the district is Bougainvilla's Barrel Baked Goods, which, as you enter, is a hybrid general store with a cafe. Well, like they have like baked goods. It's like croissants, pastries, rolls, scones.
Do they actually have like loaves of bread?
They do. It is all seeded, as in you cannot get seedless buns here. All the loaves of bread have like seeds and sometimes nuts inside.
Okay.
They have black bread. They have bleached bread. They have rye.
Well then, I'll go ahead and pay for 2 standard loaves of bread. Get about 20 vials. And let's see, I got rope. Um,
20 vials, you said?
yes.
Okay. The 20 vials will cost you 15 gold.
Alright.
And the
Um,
bread... The bread will only cost you 8 silver, each loaf.
Okay, so that's a gold and 6 silver.
Gold and 6 silver. Yep, 5 loaves for 4 gold.
Okay. Pay for that there. 15 gold for the vial. He has all the parts, but he has the ink he needs. I think I'm done then. Yeah. Yeah, I'm done for right now.
Alright.
So I head back to the...
Ranya's still munching.
Yeah, so we all meet up at the,
Do you guys
The
meet up in
roasted boot?
in the lesser district, or you meet over by the roasted boot?
I'd think the roasted boot like we agreed.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yes.
God damn it, Uncle Moneybags.
Sorry.
Oh no,
Can't have you
Bundle
dying on my
Moneybags.
stream from the drugs.
Alright, so we all meet up.
Yep, y'all meet out the roasted boot. You guys have actually quite a few minutes to spare before they actually start closing down the district for the non-ports. The portless, as they call the unfortunates. And you guys meet up by the roasted boot, and you guys show off your wares. Fel tells you guys about the pants and the suit that Dash is getting, and I don't think you two believe her. Like, you just think about you think about the idea of Dash in a suit, and you're like it says it, like your brain says insufficient data, does not.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bundle thinks of that for all of 5 seconds and says, "You're gonna break it. You're gonna break it, and I'm gonna laugh at you."
I will try not to.
Please don't.
I mean, have you seen him in a? What do you think he's gonna do in a suit?
Anyway, Dash starts cutting off. How about that fortune teller?
Oh, right. Let's drop off all of our goods at the tower. Then we can go see this fortune teller since he's right next.
Tower, the tower, or the tavern?
Fortress.
Tower.
The fortress. Okay.
Ranya leans over to Feliana. Where'd you say this place you got? Are you getting a suit made?
Yeah, we never wrote down the name.
Yeah.
The name of what?
Oh, yeah. It's
Suit-
The
Suit
shop. The shop.
It
Yeah,
was a
no.
tongue twister.
I couldn't write
Give me
it
a sec.
down.
You know, I'm gonna make a random change to make it easier.
It's a good name, but I don't think any of us are physically capable of saying it.
His full name is Erwin Wheatchew.
Or he thinks like, okay, I have an idea. I want to get Dashegen thing later on. I see that. Not today, but today.
Alright, so you guys go to the fortress, you drop some stuff off.
What would you?
Yep.
Out of curiosity, what were you? What did you want to have made?
You know how we killed some Dio?
Yes, I remember.
I have one of their pelts. I want to get it made in coat for it. Maybe you can look it on them, especially with around.
Would the direwolf be big? Were those
Yeah.
direwolves that we fought?
Those were full-grown direwolves, so you know how a puppy is supposed to get full-grown.
Yeah,
at some point.
they were
Yeah,
almost
I-
as big as you, Dash.
Okay. Okay, I couldn't remember if they were wolf or direwolf.
At the very least, you can get
Okay.
a coat out of it.
All right.
But you don't know about that yet.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Surprise. Your door button yet. What? Oh yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
I'm gonna go back and get that another day.
Alright, you guys packing your stuff?
Yep. And
Open the door, make sure close the door.
before we actually go into the area where the fortune teller is, I say, hang on. Last time she gave us the cold shoulder because we apparently have the touch of destiny about us or something. Says Bundle as he gives air.
Okay.
Perhaps we take a different approach.
This sounds like it's going to be overly convoluted, but go on anyway.
It's,
Who I believe Fell is the smoothest talker among us.
Yeah.
alright.
Blankly.
Why don't we dress her up so that she's not the same person that tried to knock on her door and see what we can find. See what we can.
To be fair, she was also kind of drunk, so I don't think she'd be recognizable to begin with.
Oh wait, she was drunk.
Yeah, that was the night she wasn't there, dude.
Yeah,
So
she's
she got
like
NBC.
leaning up against a post in the background while you guys approached.
Oh, okay. Well, now's the best time to see if we can get some answers then.
All right, Phil, grumble.
Correct.
Fell
Alright. Let's try to do this.
pulled up his hand for a high five.
Also, just to make sure we're good on time for my end, how long have I been away from that?
You got about 20-30 minutes until the allotted time.
All right. Well,
All right.
so I'm just gonna say let's go ahead and get this done.
Yes.
High
Okay.
five!
High five. There. So out of character, just so just so I get everything clear, because Fella has everything. I need to find out more technical.
Is she breaking
And,
out? Is she breaking up for anyone else?
Yes.
What? Oh shit.
You
Hold
good,
up.
Phil? This fortune teller's fucking cursed.
I don't know.
It's not cursed unless you acknowledge it. Stop acknowledging it.
You good, Phil?
Hey,
Okay. So, what were you trying to ask?
So out of character, just so I have everything, organized in my own. What am I supposed to do? everything was jumbled up.
There is a wagon with an awning and tent
I was
stakes that
asking-
is set up for Mad Ellie's fortunes and favors.
I mean, I was gonna ask.
And yeah, she tells fortunes and favors supposedly.
I was gonna ask the team because they told me,
I think we just gotta go and ask to have her fortunes told, and if she tries to give us the cold shoulder again, you need to use your persuasion skills to press her and say, and ask what's up.
Oh, all right, I can do that. Let's do it. Psh.
All right, to Mad Ellie's. Da-na-na.
All right, so I take it Fell's getting a good distance in you guys and separating from you as she approaches.
Yep.
Probably.
Alright, as you approach, you notice there are a couple of working hands just helping pack up a bit of the trailer. Just starting to unleaven the tent stakes holding down the wagon and just starting to wrap up things. And as you approach, it's like, Hey, I'm awful sorry to say this, but just closing up business for the day. Mad Ellie's feeling a bit under the weather of sorts, so sorry. We can let you know when she's back in business. She's currently gonna go into Arcania and recover her bits. But can I help you in the meantime?
Beginning to think this is a story progression kind of unlockable thing.
Just let Fel do her thing, dude. Stop thinking the DM.
Okay, so. So Mad Ellie, so out of character, Mad Ellie is going to Arcania to finish up some bit. Is this? Alright. Oh, that's completely fine. If I might ask, is everything all right with with her? I mean, I wouldn't want her. I had a character. Sorry.
It's okay. Need to take a pause.
Take a drink.
No.
Fine, then I will.
But if I may ask, is everything all right? All right with her? Health-wise, I'm only asking this because I'm slightly worried. That.
The one of the other men who's working on rolling up some of the boxes and steaks is like, she's fine, never better. Oh, she'll be right as rain in a few days. And meanwhile, the younger man with like slightly combed hair looks to you is like, yeah, she's doing all right, I think. It's just that the miracles have been taking quite the toll on her recently. It's just so strenuous doing all these favors for people. I think, it's you're working as like a, I don't know, it's a conduit. I don't know, those things she's channeling the powers around her, I think is how it works. And oh, sorry, milady. And as you look back to the awning, there is indeed a face poking out of an ageless woman with completely white eyes staring out at you with a sort of half-worried look on her face.
I'm gonna insight that. At least try. Because Fel did hear about them. 7. Never mind.
She looks vaguely worried. And her lower lip is trembling.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna look at her then.
Yeah,
How far
I
away are
imagine
you
we're.
idiots?
We weren't really that far. We weren't too far back. Like, I think we'd still want to be able to see.
Yeah, we would have followed behind, but let her take point.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm good. Even though Bundle probably got that, I'm gonna have Dash inside as well. Hey, not 7.
I'm gonna say since she's closer, you guys get disadvantage, unfortunately.
Oh man.
Well, still 13.
4.
Yeah, Bundle, Dash, you get to read that, yeah, she's still worried. Bundle, you kind of get the impression that it's not necessarily that she's afraid of you. It's more like she is being just you. You just don't think it's you.
Okay. It's not us, but something has her spooked. At least a bit worried.
A bit spooked.
She mutters, half mumbles, half jargons out. Justin, get me some water, please. Oh, yeah, my lady. Yep, you got it. And just runs around the corner and grabs a little, fresh, and grabs, like, a little, water spoon. Like a little ladle.
Oh, I know this.
Yep. Just brings it over. While he's away, do you try anything?
Let me see.
Well, how many more eyes are on the house?
None, really. It's just there's like one man rolling up some tarps and boxes and loading them onto like onto the back of the wagon. Meanwhile, the other man, young man, just went around the corner to grab her a ladle of water. I'm asking Fel.
Okay.
Okay. Fel looks to Madame. Damn it! Did I?
Mad Ellie.
Mad Ellie, not Madame. I mean,
Could
she
be
isn't-
short for Madame.
Yeah, that's true. But she looks to her and she kind of like, you know, tilts her head a bit, with a slight like worried but worried look on her face, and she tries with reassurance in her voice to ask her, "Is everything all right, ma'am?"
Do you walk closer to her?
No, she's keeping her distance for now.
Okay.
Because
She just trembles a little bit and just slightly shakes her head a little bit. Very minuscule movement coming from her. Strange thing is, inside the wagon, you can barely see anything. It's almost like pure darkness is enveloping her, and you can really only see her wrists and her neck and face. But there's these long blonde strands hanging in front of her face. They don't seem to be interrupting her.
now Fel tries to take a step closer. Just like one step.
You take one step. Yep. You're moving closer. Yeah, she's slightly better in view. She's 1 foot closer to you now.
No, I mean she's keeping an eye on her to see if like she, you know, like does she look scared? Like does she? Does she look more worried? Oof. She doesn't move any more closer. Just Is there anything I can do to help?
You feel like she's trying to say words, but her mouth won't open.
Can I try and make an Arcana check on this?
Not at this distance.
Not at this distance. Okay. I need to get closer. Shit.
Death or glory.
I don't know what I would do, but
Shooting everything in the face isn't a good idea, Bundle.
no, not that.
I think we'd all want to get closer to see, because obviously something's up.
Bundle's a smarter cat now.
He's a smarter cat. He's not how he was when he was 7. But Fel, seeing this, she looks a bit more worried. Just like, what the? And she... God, I got to think about this.
I believe in you.
You still have that guidance.
I still do have that guidance. Guidance. Ma'am,
Operation go away.
if... Ma'am, if...
Later.
Ma'am, if... With your permission, if I may, I know some arcane arts. May I try to see if there's anything I can do to help, or at least try to identify the problem?
Her head nods violently for a moment, and then she stops.
And that's permission if I've ever seen it.
Shit.
You have been consent. Go for it.
What spells do you have again?
Let's see. Dispel magic, hypnotic pattern, tongues, counterspell, cure wounds, verify healing word.
That question was metagaming. Fuck, never mind.
So do you
Sorry.
move ever closer, Fel?
She does, seeing that she got a nod. Step. Okay. Anything happened? But
You're just outside
Next.
the awning under which she performs her business.
okay.
You
You are within spitting distance of her.
Wait, what?
You can spit on her. Do
You're
so.
very close. That's what he's saying.
Spit
That's
on her.
Okay,
about
would I-
7-8 feet.
Okay. She steps closer.
As soon as you walk under the awning, she flicks a rope, and the awning falls on you and pushes you closer to her as she leans in to your ear and whispers, "Your armies,
Say again.
Your
your armies gather."
armies gather? Holy shit! What?
You have armies?
The blood,
I,
the bloodlines will flow. Get out and save your scales while you can.
Gather. The blood lines will flow. You have to save your scales while you can. Holy shit! Holy shit!
Scales.
And then you hear from outside, "My lady! My lady! Is everything alright?"
yeah, I assume we saw that awning fall, right?
You're
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, no, Dash would have immediately started rushing up.
Ranya comes rolling out of there like a... Ah!
Also, did you say the armies or your armies?
I
Like,
think
get-
it's. I think you should. Did
you
you say
just
your or the?
Can you just type out what it was she said, please?
Your armies gather.
Congratulations, Bell, you have armies. You're now gathering.
Your armies
I-
gather, the bloodlines will flow.
I mean, I know.
Bloodlines
I
will
mean,
flow
I know.
like
some-
never before.
I-
Get out and save your scales while you can.
Because I couldn't hear you over everyone else. I... Sorry.
Okay. Maybe we can use the armies to kill Team S chosen.
I mean, I know something about.
As she
that you don't
finishes
know, so
this,
there's that.
her left hand brushes you and ushers you out of the awning as she slowly
Did you-
closes the wooden cabinet that covers the hole in the wagon.
Fell steps out, but she looks.
And as soon as you step out, I guess you would see the two of them approaching, and Bundle's keeping his distance, but has his hand on his dagger. What the hell?
Fellas, everything alright?
Is he touch you bad?
Well,
Okay.
I.
Need a healer.
No,
Let her
no,
speak,
I'm a
Ranya.
healer. I spoke to her.
And
I think we should discuss this in private.
huh. Private news. My
Alright.
favorite news.
To the fort.
To the fortress.
And as the men go over and fix the awning and button it up, like, oh, she's going back in. Okay, they just finish bundling it up, for lack of a better term, and pack up and just start moving the wagon inward towards the inner sectors.
Okay.
A small crowd is gathered, like, huh, that was weird.
Yeah. So, Fel kind of like starts walking back to the fortress.
Last call for fruit. Any
Ah!
fruit
No!
not
Fruit guy!
We're not chasing the fruit squirrel.
That's where I got our fruit last time. That's all.
We're not-
That's all bundled mentions.
Yeah. In and out of character. We're not chasing the fruit squirrel.
Anyone just hear Dashegen in stereo? But yes, we go back to the fort.
Okay,
Okay.
you've only got a few minutes.
Wait! Oh God!
Oh
damn it, I
yeah,
can't-
they go back to the fort, and Bundle's like, "Oh, actually, I'll meet up with you guys in a little while. I have business to take care of."
Alright.
Squirrels.
all right.
Y'all can roll insight on that if you want.
Yeah, seriously.
18.
18.
No disadvantage this time.
All right. You can tell that Bundle looks like he's in a hurry. As in, it looks like he had something that he might be late for if he doesn't leave now.
Yeah, well,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
All right. He goes on to go to his meeting, moving as fast as possible.
Alright, yeah, you make your way into the lesser district and just pace around the exterior of the Florist Guild for a couple minutes, because as you look around at the sundials that pester the area, you see, oh, I've still got a couple minutes to spare. Oh, whew. And as the moment shines exactly, the shadows fall. The man with the white slash tattoo walks out with just a cup of tea. He's like, sure.
Well, I believe we should at least start getting acquainted, names and such. Might I ask yours?
Offers you a stool.
I take the seat.
He produces another little cup and gets some hot liquid in there, and was like,
Basically, we're
do you take sugar?
one lump.
It's like prestidigitation's a lump of sugar in there.
Okay.
What?
Do you? Th-
I can conjure sugar?
Apparently, I'm rolling with it. But he looks to the tea. I'm guessing this is tea, and he's going to do a survival check to taste the tea to see if there's anything funny about it.
Sure.
So he's going to taste it, not gulp it down.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a laugh at like a cat.
Okay.
I think he's trying to tell if it's poisoned or not.
Oh, I failed that royally.
No.
You burn your tongue because you don't blow on it first.
Of course.
You're like, it's like, very, very personable you are. Would you like an ice
Right.
cube?
No, it's fine. I blow on the tea.
Little
and then drink.
little sugar crystals fly off in the sunset as you blow on it.
Okay.
Very pretty, like scales falling off a butterfly.
Indeed. So, we may get to the point of this social gathering. He says as he takes.
Patience. Let's just drink our
Okay.
tea and wait.
All right. And he takes a proper sip.
It's right and sugary. It's a little herby. There's no honey in this, but it definitely tastes like a bit like honeysuckle. When you were in the jungle, you got in the habit of like sucking on honeysuckle for a while, and it reminds you a bit of that, like that curious,
Actually had some honeysuckle.
curious floral texture.
I am not opposed to that. That tastes good.
Lights up another cigarette.
I just watch him casually, see how he. See, I want to read him to see what he's trying to read into me, because I think that's what he's doing.
Okay,
So that'll be insight.
sure.
All right.
This man is absurdly patient. He's just sitting there sipping his tea, and then after like 3 sips of tea, he just takes a short drag on his cigarette and just puffs down the breeze, just eyes the sunset, and like the little people, little kids wandering back to their parents after like wandering around inside the districts. It's like not even a smile, just like perfectly blank stone faced.
Huh. I am not reading. So with that, I still have left over from when I pull out, I guess, the equivalent, and hold one out to him, see if he would like
You
one.
hold a what?
A pear.
Pear. Yeah, it's a little bruised from some walking around, but it's still okay. He's like, He takes it, and you watch as he flicks the stem, and then yanks it out and pulls the core out perfectly.
Oh my god.
That seems like a dexterous motherfucker.
Bundle just gives a light whistle. Impressive.
And then dips the core in his tea.
Yeah,
He's like
making flavor
steeping
tea.
the tea with the pear core.
Nice.
He's like stirring it with the stem and core.
I acknowledged what he did. It's rather impressive. And rather than try to show off, I simply core it with my claw and eat the meat of the pear, and do the same that he did with his core.
After clawing it,
Just after clawing off what I wanted to eat, just using the remains to steep the tea.
okay, yep.
And so
No reaction. He's not even really looking at you. Just like eyeing his own tea, contently sipping.
Okay. Can I tell what he's looking at with the 15 perception?
He seems to be staring just at the horizon. Well, the horizon of the wall.
Well, I try to take in the scenery and see if there's anything that might be off.
Nope, just things are wrapping up. The kids are coming back. Some settlers with little straw hats are making their way back, jingling a little purse of gold very excitedly. Just a few coins in their hands. They look excited about that. And yeah, this companion of yours just takes a long drag of the cigarette and then downs his tea.
I finish my tea. Well, as I wait with him. I have cigarettes, but I'm not using those. Fuck no.
Mm-hmm.
And
he stretches a bit, yawns a little bit.
At this point, Bundle would be fidgeting, his tail swishing behind him, claws.
Scratches his ears and neck a little bit. Pulls off like either a piece of dandruff or a light or a louse, and is like, funk.
And finally, Bundle impatiently asks, "What exactly are we waiting for?"
What exactly? And you descend into darkness for a moment. You wake up in a cellar.
Oh no.
There is a single candle sitting in front of you, hanging from the ceiling by a thin flossy string.
Oh God, you got kidnapped.
Probably.
And a wretched, raspy voice behind you says, "So you want to be a thief, do you?" And that is where we're going to end the session tonight.
My fucking God!
Fine!
I was so worried we were gonna end up ending right as we approach.
Oh no, we got exposition.